I'm good. Hi, this is Bianca Wang. I'm going to answer 4 questions. Have you ever given feedback on someone else's design before? Have you received feedback on your own design? Yes, I have. I have given feedback on someone else's design before. On Slack, there is a UX design workspace and groups where designers post their designs for testing, either doing A/B testing or portfolio reviews, where I have provided some feedbacks, constructive ones. I approached the suggestion respectfully and focus on the design, not the designers. In one portfolio, there were some hard buttons to click on. Instead of click one become red, its whole group of the heart become red. So I pointed out that it'll be more fit for users' habits and expectations if the heart shape can be responsive one by one instead of as a group. I understand that the importance of feedback in the design process, and I'm always open to learn and growing as a designer. I have also received feedback on my own design before. For example, someone feedback that some icons in my app need to have text next to it. So it's easier to understand what the icons are for. So after I incorporated the feedback, less explanations needed when I face other users. Another time, someone said the top of the auto split view screen is different from input different among screen. So it's different functions apart from split views. So I changed them into same headings to avoid misunderstanding. I really appreciate constructive criticism and always seek to improve my designs. The question 2 is, how would your teammates describe you professionally? I believe my teammates would describe me as a strong problem solver. I'm always willing to think out of the box to solve a problem and to work well with others to achieve our goals. For example, when I was a real estate agent, one of my colleagues lost some data of 2 nearby compounds on the paper, which is not a good storing data way. I did some phone call to the management department of 8 compounds around our office to collect all the data and put them on a form in Excel and sent to all of the team members. My manager was very satisfied about the result. Losing few paper record data while gaining more comprehensive data quickly made. It makes sure to keep everyone informed. I make sure to keep everyone informed of my progress and listen to their feedback. So make sure we are all aligned. So it's like to keep all the data on the same page and to restore and store it at the proper e-copy, and whenever people need, they can print it out and write on hand. So it's really helpful in that way to save the data and make it more comprehensive data too. Overall, I believe that my think of out-of-box solutions to the problems would contribute very well as a team member. The third question is, tell me about a difficult project where you overcome a challenge. The third question, tell me more about a difficult project where you overcome a challenge. During my time working as a real estate agent in China, one of my clients almost want to buy an apartment. Finally, say that I finally withdraw from it because he says the compound has not many light on at night, which means not many people living there. They like the CBD area and have limited budget. And it was a difficult project because despite of dozens of customers to serve and 200 cold calls per day, we have fierce competitor companies too. So if I couldn't find the right apartment for him quickly, that means this customer might quickly find another agent to buy a house soon. So I did some research and analyze of what's on the market and try hard to find more suitable choices for the client. Also professionally list Excel the taxation and fees for each choice after taking them view the choices of the apartment through communication between buyers and sellers and a few rounds of negotiation. I successfully helped him bought his ideal home within 1 week and become the top sale girl of that month out of 500 employees of the agent company. The first question is, think of a question you would ask an interviewer. For instance, it could be something about culture, flow, company vibe, or product question. I would ask, what's the company's approach to employee development and growth opportunities? Another question I would like to ask is, can you describe the company's decision-making process and how employees are involved in? I want to know that I want to get the response, and I want to see that you can give me the insight into the company leadership style and whether the value of employee input and participation in decision making. Another question I would like to ask is, how does the company approach diversity, equity, and inclusion? And what actions have been taken to create a more inclusive workspace? The first question I would like to ask is, can you tell me about the company's long-term goals and how the position I'm interviewing for fits into these goals? And also the fifth question is, what do you think sets this company apart from its competitors? And how do you maintain a competitive edge? I would like to see, I would like to see the insight into the company's strategy approach to staying ahead in the industry. There's some bonus question. How do you balance the goals of an end user with those of the business? When it comes to balancing the goals of the end user with those of the business, my approach is to find a way to achieve both while keeping the project on track. Here are some steps I would take. First of all, conduct research. I think that's the first thing I would do. I would conduct thorough research to gain insights into both of the end users and the company's needs, the business goals. This will involve gathering feedback from end users and analyzing market trends and understanding the business goals. The second thing is identify areas of overlap. I would like to see where is which areas are overlap, and to find the common ground, it becomes easier to prioritize the needs of both the end user and the company's needs, the business. The third thing is set priorities. I would then work with the team to prioritize the most important features based on both end users' needs and business goals. This will ensure that projects stay on track while also meeting the needs of the end user. The fourth thing, test and iterate. Once the project is underway, I would continue to test and iterate to ensure that the product is meeting the needs of the end user while also achieve the business goals. This would involve gathering feedback from end users and making adjustment as needed. Overall, my approach is to find a way to achieve both the goals of end users and the business needs, keeping the project on track by prioritizing the most important features and testing and iterating as needed. It's possible to strike a balance that meets the needs of both end user and the company's needs. And thank you. That's my answer to questions.